Namaste. This video is on acupressure points to alleviate anxiety. So in the past, growing up, I have experienced a lot of anxiety, and I found that acupressure has really helped me to move through when I'm feeling anxious. So acupressure is essentially acupuncture without needles. This is a very non-invasive technique to help you finding balance in your energetic channel. So these acupressure points are not the only points that you can use, but definitely my favorite. So let's start with the first one. This is heart 7. So heart 7 is located along the ulnar side or the little finger side on the lateral transverse wrist crease. So there's a lot of terms there, but just if you find on the little finger side and run your hands down where along the wrist, and there is a small depression. Yeah, just right at the base of the palm. So when you press there, you can use your thumb, however you feel comfortable, and you just stay and apply this small, soft, gentle pressure. So usually I like to press the points for about 30 seconds to a minute, but you can definitely press them longer or shorter according to your intuition. So heart 7 is this point. So the next point will be still along the hands, and by the way, you can do them on both hands, and as well if we do any points along the body, they're always bilateral. The next one will be the pericardium channel on PC8, pericardium 8. So if you make a fist, the middle fingers will point directly and rest on PC8. So I love this point because it really helps me to calm my nervous system. And you just have to press with the thumb down to the center of the palm. And if there's any sensation that arises, like a heaviness in your heart or emotions, I just like to take a deep breath in and then exhale through the mouth. Let it out. So that is PC8, pericardium 8. Next one, I find it works really well with PC8, or you can do it individually, and it's the pericardium 6. So it's the same channel along the pericardium. So you just find your wrist crease again, and then use 3 fingers of your finger size, the width of 3 fingers, and then the third finger, like where my ring finger was, replace it. And here you go. This is your pericardium 6. So if you're doing alone, you can press pericardium 8 first, and then down 3 fingers, replace the third finger with your thumb, and then do pericardium 6. And then if you are applying it on someone else or someone is doing it to you, then you can apply both points together. Yeah, so they work really well. They are like the chai spices. Yeah, all the spices work really well together. And these 2 points really help to drain any sort of anxiousness or agitation in the heart. Excellent. So the next point will be the one along the shoulders. So the shoulder, right at the trapezius muscle, which is the peak of the shoulder muscle here on both sides, is called the gallbladder 21. So these points, even if it's not in acupressure framework, when you are really stressed, the muscles get so tight here. And that's why we love it when someone comes and massage your shoulders. And these points, right at the apex of the gallbladder 21, is what the acupressure is called. And when you press down, you can also do it at the same time, pressing down on the shoulders. And that really helps to drain any mental stress down and out. I also really like combining acupressure with visualization. So imagine if you have sort of like a headache or just this anxiousness feeling like all the way up in this part of your body, that's where usually anxiety is. It's in the chest region going up to the head. When you're pressing down the gallbladder 21, visualize this anxiousness leaving, exiting the body. There is a contraindication when it comes to the gallbladder 21, is if you are pregnant, Please don't do that because that will induce labor, because it really activates the descending chi. And then this last one, there are two, so I combine them together. The first one will be the governing vessel 24.5, or the third eye center. So usually it's either right between the eyebrows or slightly higher. So all acupressure points locate in some sort of a groove, a dent in the body. So when you are palpating, like touching your body, you just have to find where the dent is. Or when you press down, there's this warm, fuzzy feeling. It just feels really good. Yeah, I don't want to place too many adjectives in your mind, but essentially acupressure points, when you press down, just by applying soft pressure, you feel an effect. So governing vessel 24.5 works really well with another point here, the center of the sternum. So the base of your throat, the jugular notch, when you run your hands down, you will find the tip, the xiphoid process, and just above that, this is your conception vessel 17. Conception vessel 17 is the sea of tranquility. So this point in the sternum, along with the third eye, when you gently press it, it really helps to find the sense of calmness, of tranquility. So I like to do a meditation here where I imagine a light on the inhale floating up to the third eye, and then on the exhale coming back down. And then the whole time you will place your hand here, visualize the inhale from the sternum to third eye, from third eye to sternum. And that's it. So acupressure is very accessible to anyone and everyone. So make sure that you feel comfortable when you're doing it, you feel emotionally somewhat calm. If you're too anxious, it's probably good to just let that feeling subside a little bit before you're coming into acupressure. Just give it a try. I really hope you will enjoy this practice. Namaste.